It's time for the office meeting?
Yep.
You're up.
I know, right?
I have one too. How do they get rid of them?
Yeah.
All right, well, this is they're a hard act to follow, but we'll get into the office meeting. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Our opening slide says hello August, but I feel like it's more like goodbye August. We got a little lighter crew today. Joanne and Ashley are in Dayton for some training. So Nick has been playing like multiple roles today. So thank you, Nick, as always. Just a reminder, all the places you guys can plug in. I know we've talked about this in our past meetings, but this website that we have now coined the Hub has really been fantastic and is a great place for you guys to access a lot of these resources. So as we talk about things in these meetings, or as there's things that you think would be valuable to the whole market center, please let us know, because this is one place that we can use as the distribution point. All right, thank you to our affiliates. We've got Ryan Mari with Ohio Real Title, Thomas Jimzura with Keller Home Loans, Mark James, Rapids Mortgage, Melissa Fryermuth with Northwest Select, and Mark Purcell from America's Preferred Home Warranty. Thank you so much for your support. Business coaching, every Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock, our crowd seems to be growing and evolving and changing. So I encourage you guys, if you haven't come, please come join us. The intent of this is to be higher level conversations to help you grow your business. We deal with market of the moment stuff. It's not a curriculum per se. It's not, if you missed last week, you shouldn't come next week. It's just come and join in. I am, however, going to be on vacation, so stay tuned for what's going to happen while I'm away. Renee, I'm gonna put Renee in charge of that wherever she is. Did she leave? All right. Our luxury agents, we've got a lot of us up here. And I want to let you know that in preparation, well, actually, when we still had Justin here, one of his tasks was to clean out one of our storage closets. And we found a whole bunch of goodies, including luxury, Keller Williams luxury t-shirts. So if you are somebody who is been identified as a luxury agent, out at the front desk, we have a bunch of luxury t-shirts. So we'd love for you to take one. We'd love for you to consider any type of donation to KW Capital Partners Cares if you're so inclined. But more importantly, get a t-shirt, take it, wear it, enjoy it. There's also a couple of other t-shirts and ball caps. So again, if it looks like something you'd enjoy, we'd sure appreciate the contribution to Cap Partners Cares. But more than anything, we'd love to see this stuff being used. All right, our Raven Award. Again, as many of you recall, I think this was just a wonderful addition from Josh Yaminsky. And this award is here to recognize agents who go above and beyond and act very selflessly. So I'm going to let Brian present our Raven Award this month.
So our Raven Award this month goes to the person who was responsible for organizing our Pelotonia ride. So Rick Smith. Rick did an incredible job of getting over, it was 14 of us together. 15 of us together to ride. We raised over $28,000 collectively. We'd also be remiss in not thanking all of you and supporting us in that
Yeah,
ride.
it was a
and-
group effort,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, thank you.
Thank you.
You guys need a break.
Yes, yes.
Who's getting the spot?
Yeah, so let's just double check, okay. So we've been using, I have to laugh because
We're
this,
gonna pull names out of a hat.
I know, we're gonna pull names out of a hat if this one doesn't work, so. We always like to offer the VIP parking award, and we usually have some mechanism of agents that we're drawing from. For some reason, our little spinny wheel hasn't actually, it keeps populating people into the pool. So we're gonna try it again this month. And these are agents who were identified to be in the top 20% of Columbus Realtors. So we're gonna give it another spin, Nick.
Darn, and hope it works.
No. There we go. That looks like the right list of participants, so congratulations. So, yay. All right. Oh.
All right, good morning, everybody. Always nice to see you. We have got some awesome new agents to welcome to KWCP. We have Brooklyn Wick. Brooklyn, I saw you. You're here. Give everybody, stand up. Stand up. There we go. Hassam is here. Give everybody a wave. He's already standing. And then we get to welcome back Katie Hansen. So that's exciting. And we're gonna keep going. Miss Jill Rudler, are you? There she is. There she is. Hello, Jill. And Jack Curtis. Jack, I'm gonna make you stand too. So you guys, when you see them, just be you and welcome them as you always do. Appreciate that. We've got some icebreakers to celebrate today. So that's always exciting. This is their first closing either ever or their first closing at KWCP. So exciting times for these agents coming up here. Yeah. We've got Chelsea, Miss Chelsea Brown. We've got Craig Richardson. Craig here? No, Craig. Okay. All right. Mr. Daniel Orr. And Daniel Zimmerman. Samantha and Annette, great job. Great job, all of you. So welcome and congratulations.
All right, I don't remember why we didn't have our cappers. Oh, was it a short meeting last month? Anyway, so we're going to talk about June and July cappers today. So we have Brittany Steinfels, Janet Poling Reese, Rachel Alley, Stephanie Halbert, Carol Shear, and Holly Thompson. And Kathy Hawkins, Brian Jarrett, Katie Klein, Melanie Mantle, Meg Simmons, and Sarah Mullen. All joining since June, 100% of their commission. In July, we welcomed Ruthie Porteous, Aaron Ogden Oxender, and Kylie West to the 100% commission club. All right, this is amazing. So these are our home run agents for the month of July. Rachel Alley, 16 contracts written. That's like amazing. So congratulations. Rachel and Jeff Mahler each had 11 contracts closed. And Joe Jackson had 8 listings taken. So thank you. Our top individual agents in July were Number 5, Missy Allen. 1.15. I know this. Congratulations. Stephanie Kuna Evans at 1.4. Sue Van Workum at 1.5. Stephanie Goulart at 2.5. Congratulations. And Jeff Mahler at 4.4. Our top teams in July, Suzanne Casey and Associates, 825. Smart Move Group at 1.5. And the Klein Cameron team at 2.4. And our top groups are number 5, the Millennium Group at 2 million. The Labuda team at 4.1 million. The Columbus team at 4.3 million. Cap City Professionals Group at 4.38 million. And the ReEquity Group at number 1 at 5.4 million. Great job, great job. So thank you, everybody. We went through that fast, I feel like, but congratulations. Who here remembers the Fall Festival from last year? Yeah, what'd you think about it? It was fabulous. Yes, awesome. Well, we are super, super excited to announce that the Fall Festival will return this year. So for those of you who aren't familiar with it, this is an event intended for you guys to have a client event to invite your sphere of influence, your VIPs, your database, whomever you want to invite to come here to the Market Center to participate in the Fall Festival. It's a big event. Our team, our leadership team works really, really hard to put this event on, and we really hope that you'll enjoy it. Ashley has created some marketing collateral because we want you to be able to send a save the date to your database. And more details are going to evolve, but the time will be 11 to 2. We'll have fall activities, face painting, food trucks, a live band, pumpkins, stilt walkers, petting zoo. I mean, it is, Worthington fire truck. So it's just so much fun. You can see that, like, I wasn't here for last year. I will be here for this year's. So I'm super excited about it. So yes, Glenn.
So I thought last year was great, but I didn't think it was really well attended by individual agents. We have teams out there and a couple agents. This is literally pennies on the dollar from what we used to spend for our fall festival. All the setup is done for you. They've done all the organizing for you. All you have to do is buy some tickets for food for your clients and show up. And ours was so well responded to. Our clients loved it. So I highly recommend you guys to sign up, and this is a great way to interact with some clients that you might not have been calling or contacting like you should be. So.
Absolutely. And the timing is such that for you to do this save the date, it's an opportunity to re-engage that database. And naturally, with all the changes that are occurring in the industry, if they have questions, that'll be a great time for you to kind of flush some of that out too. So, yes. So our goal is to keep the cost the same. I mean, we're committed to that. So the way that it happened last year, all of what I just described, with the exception of food trucks, is going to be covered by the Market Center and vendors. Okay. Now, the food trucks are kind of the biggest variable in this. So the way that it works is when you send out your invitations, you're going to likely get a sense of who's coming, ask for RSVPs, and then you can buy food truck tickets. Okay. So and they're $15 a ticket. Now, it doesn't mean that everybody's going to, one couple may only need one ticket. You guys can figure that out. But your commitment to it will only be how many food truck tickets you want to provide, if you want to provide them. We will also have food truck tickets available the day of the event. So let's just say you committed to buy 15 and you ended up with 25 people who came. We'll have additional tickets and then that'll come to you on your office bill. So it's pretty low risk if you think about it. You think of what it takes to put on a client event. You don't get to decide how much money you're going to spend on the food, right? You've committed to it in advance. We're doing the commitment for the Market Center.
So if we buy tickets
And then people, somebody has something on, they don't.
It's a great question. Thank you for asking that, Marcia. Marcia's question was, what if you buy tickets and they don't come? They're your ticket. So,
You better eat.
yeah, so just don't eat the day before the event and you can fill up on food truck food. Carol,
No, I'm just excited because I think that, for the dollar amount that you pay to do something
Mhm.
like this, your return on just referrals, memories, that kind of thing is well worth it.
yeah, Glenn.
I think we had a few tickets left over last year, so we just went up to the food trucks and got that food and took carry out.
Yeah.
We got some different meals and provided, so I paid for it out of this, but I fed my family.
Yeah,
I wouldn't worry about that, don't get too crazy, but I know the market center and the food trucks are gonna need kind of a count, a general count, so they can order the right amount of food to bring to the event, so I wouldn't plan on just getting your tickets as clients show up.
yeah, we have, we're gonna need a commitment from you, but again, to say that, let's say you show up and you said, I'm here, I've invited, so many people. Don't feel like if you didn't get enough tickets that you won't be able to buy some, but we don't want you to sandbag and say, oh my gosh, I had 30 people show up, I need 30 tickets today. We'd like to get some sense.
Is $15 worth, $15 a ticket, is that worth $15?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
And we'll have more details on the food trucks. We're still sorting some of that out right now. As with home prices, food trucks and entertainment and everything has become more expensive this year than it was last year. So we're just still working through some of the details.
Do you need some vendors, food truck vendors? Because I have a couple.
We have a pretty good list we're working through, but thank you. I'll let you know. Tanya has really taken the lead and Nick and Ashley. So we'll keep you posted. Thank you.
Things like last year, we ended up not having a live band. I don't know.
Last year,
Because it
yeah,
rained,
because of the
it was
weather.
raining. It rained and the equipment couldn't be outside. Right. But we still had pretty good attendance for the couple of hours that the rain subsided. But we're hoping to have.
We had speakers last year, and
Right.
Eric did
Yeah.
music last year.
Yeah, so anyway, it's exciting, it's fun, and if nothing else, it's a way for you guys to get in front of your database, so. All right, Dancing with the Columbus Stars. Holly, are you here? You guys,
The dancer.
yeah, go for it.
So the big event is tomorrow. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Holly Thompson. Hello, I'm a realtor here with you guys. Every year they put on, the biggest event of the year is the big gala, the Dancing with Our Columbus Stars. But they do a 365-day effort to collect food and provide food to all of the food banks around Franklin County. So we do a lot of help with just stocking food banks and all of that. And then our big push is at Thanksgiving and we go and we box up. So if anyone wants to volunteer for that as well, it's super fun. But it's awesome just to put a smile on people's face during Thanksgiving. It's a very simple mission. It's awesome. So it's tomorrow night. So I'm still raising funds. So if you want to take your phone out and vote and donate, please do so. And if you have no plans tomorrow night, come see me and just say a little prayer that I don't fall on my face. But yes, hopefully we'll have a little video to show too. So I'm excited to represent our market center. So there you go.
Silent auction there.
Yes, there's an silent auction at the event as well. We have over 25 baskets already, which is amazing. Bourbon baskets, little fun like tiki bar ones. There's a lot of cool like sports memorabilia. So even if you just want to stop by and do that part of it.
Where's the event?
It's at Villa Milano. I'm sure you guys all know where that is. We've done 3,000 realtor events there. Subpar food, but always a good bar.
Lasagna.
It's true. Like, wedding food, but anyways, so the scanning code too is up in the hallway if you guys missed out, but I would love if you guys would support the foundation. Byron Saunders Foundation is amazing and they give back to so many people. So we're hoping to get close to 10,000 families this year. Our goal is 7,000, but we're kind of ahead of the game. So, it'd be awesome. So thank you very
Are
much.
you set up to send a link to the silent auction to everyone here in the market center?
I can ask Sarah about that. Yeah. Sarah on my team is heading that up, but
What's your dance?
it is an East Coast swing and it's to Candyman by Christina Aguilera.
All right.
And it's extremely fast. So I feel like I ran a marathon. for goodness.
Thank you, Holly.
Brian.
I just hopped in. I was watching upstairs, so I figured I'd come down. This is our 5th annual charity golf event to benefit an amazing cause called Sam's Fans. If you don't know what Sam's Fans is, essentially what they do throughout all of Ohio is provide music therapy for all children that are in extended stay in one of the hospitals. So personally, I have not been directly impacted by this because my children haven't had to be in that environment, but I certainly know quite a few people. And it really does make a huge impact. These kids just, it brightens their day. It puts them in a better spirit. Hopefully so they can continue to recover and just have a better experience in a really challenging position. So this is our 5th year. We've probably generated close to $40,000 for this organization. And certainly would love your help and participation. There's a QR code down here at the bottom, all different sponsorship options. And also we're still taking foursomes. So all golf levels certainly appreciate it. There's a happy hour afterwards with live music. What else am I missing?
Come golf, group, or just by yourself, we'll figure something out for you. And if you're not a golfer, come to the happy hour afterward, we hang out, have a good time. Usually, it's gonna be great weather, but sitting outside on the patio having some drinks is a good way to spend an afternoon for a good cause.
September 9th at the Worthington Hills Country Club. I think we probably have around 50 to 60 people right now confirmed, and we can take up to, well, we'll try to get 72 golfers. And yeah, questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll talk about this one.
Thank you.
So real estate investing, everybody, I think, sees the value of that. And we want to make sure it's part of Keller Williams, Capital Partners, and ReEquity want to make sure that all agents feel that they're in a place where they can be investors and invest in real estate and also work with investors. So you have comfort level with that. So we're offering free CE on September 12th here. We're bringing in Mitch again. He was here over the winter. And I think a good number of you came, it was great. So he's going to come back and do it again. If you were there last time, come again, hear it again. If you weren't here, please come, because it takes you from, I'm thinking about investing, I want to invest, or I want to invest more, maybe get like 1 or 2, but how do I get to that point where I feel comfortable being a real estate investor? And it's Mitch is great. It's, you know, no judgment, no expectations, come in wherever you are. And you'll get to a point where you feel more comfortable taking action afterward, reaching those wealth goals that you have.
Isn't it 11 or 1? Sorry,
It's at
there's
one.
like.
It's
at 1.
at 1.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So is that only in person or will that be available on Zoom?
In person.
In person only?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I think invites went out to the Market Center for that, so you should
Oh,
have that calendar.
Is that the C?
Yes, CE, 1.5 hour and a half CE. We got that approved. So get CE, build some wealth.
And help your clients build wealth too.
Yeah.
So even if it's not in your plan, it's gonna be great information to help you help your clients. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Mitch is great. You get to run the PowerPoint and give the tech update.
Well, I got a little clicker. All right, so I'm gonna be Ashley for a second, get over my public speaking fear. So we have the hub that we've mentioned a billion times. I think my favorite thing on here, Ashley worked really hard at putting all of the broker videos on here. It's password protected. So you'll need to get that info from us first, but you can go on there and you can watch Lori over and over and over and over again.
Over and over.
So to the MCA minutes. So for us, just a reminder, the cutoff time for having compliance in is noon. I have people asking me at 3 p.m., can you push this through? No, I cannot. And then some sad news, Earnest app, they're upping their fee from, I think it's $16 to $24, starting September 1st. Yeah, they just told us last week, so there's really no way around it.
What is it, bank?
For people to pay. when
Yeah,
they use
when
it.
they do it, yeah. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
But if they don't want to use Earnest, obviously they can still deliver a check, or you can, there's all kinds of ways they can get the funds to us. It's just if they want to do it electronically, this is the only authorized app to do that securely. And if I can just add on a couple of other things that, like, stay tuned. We're working on new scheduling apps for conference rooms. So I thought you would all be excited to know that we'll be able to schedule, with an app soon, and Nick's been working on that. So thank you very much, Nick.
I've sent it out to a handful of admins. We're gonna test it out for a couple weeks. If all goes well, then we should be good to roll out to everybody. You can schedule all the rooms yourself, but we are gonna do the training room via request. So you can still send it to us, but then we'll just approve it unless we have something overlapping, and then we'll work with you.
Yeah, so thank you very much.
So, yeah.
Have you guys been on the hub, the website? Can we get that password now? I don't know how they're handling it, so I'm not gonna probably give it on, we will give it to you. Just email the front desk and we'll get it for you. I don't know what it is. Jen.
Yeah. All right, so that's a recap of Broker Corner at the start of the meeting, so everything's on there, but I forgot to say one important thing. I also am going on vacation. My first one in 8.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody said, well, you go to Florida. Well, it isn't really a vacation because I'm working every day. It just
I can't believe that.
it just happens to be warmer there. I know. But yeah, this is vacation unplugged.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'll be in the Baltic Sea on a cruise. So flying to London Sunday night. So yeah, so it is colder there. So the last 3 days I've been whipping out all my fall stuff. Packing a pair of gloves and like stuff.
good for this week.
Yeah. Cool. Got cold, but it's gonna be 90 on Saturday here. Yeah, but it's Ohio. So anyway, I'll be in the Baltic. So you know who,
And I will be here for you.
she's on call 24/7.
Nice.
Welcome to my world. Okay, so let's have the market share. Here we are. For July, here we go. We have maintaining our number 3 position. We seem to be stuck, so we gotta get a little bit closer to number 2. Let's have the next slide. Okay, so here's the numbers. See, we're staying pretty close. We always want this number to be bigger though. What's that number? The listings, right? So, and our average purchase price for that month came down a little bit. Yeah, came under 4. What's that mean, people? People aren't getting 50,000 over the asking price, yeah? Okay, so there's a story in the numbers. We still maintain our over 50% of our agents are in production. And so that was June. Where's July? That's the wrong slide.
I think the dates just aren't updated.
The dates weren't right. Okay, because it was July. Okay, so this is year to date. Okay, where are we? Next slide. Total units that we account for, that we get reported. 1,138. We always know there's more because we have more commissions and closings. So we know new bills don't always get reported. When you sell a FSBO or an off market that you haven't even put into MLS. But please get it to us so that we can show better market share. And we have a form in your documents. Fill it out. Send it to Nick. He puts it in and we're getting better on this.
How many millions did you just find, Nick?
This month?
Yeah.
The lowest we've had in a couple of months.
Okay.
Only. 3 submissions.
3 submissions, but yeah, we had a month where it was like $3 million
Yeah.
missing. Okay. That's it. What's up? I think you're up for cash.
Oh, back up. All right, so we can do the Capital Partners Cares, we can do the automatic deductions on any of your commissions. All you have to do is, you can set it up yourselves actually, or you can let us know, we can set it up for you. You can do a one-time donation if you feel like dropping off a check. We have those swag items out there as well. I know we mentioned the hats, but sadly Joe Jackson has taken all of them and donated already, so those are gone.
Well, sadly, and
Sadly and good, yeah, depends how you look at it. But the rest of the clothes are still out there, so please do that if you want any of that stuff. Good.
and then.
Okay.
Yeah. I ain't getting
So
it.
August is almost over, but we still have a couple things left. We have the property investment insights on Monday at 11. And then we have a little CE with Bill Kavanaugh at 1 on Thursday.
TCPA compliance is a part of all of our lives. So just a reminder, if you're making your calls, please be sure to adhere to the do not call list.
I have a question about, is there anyone who's an expert with that? Because I can't get through and anybody asks, can't get through to get that figured out to actually use it. So I haven't made any calls that I would like to make.
That when you go to this, yeah.
I didn't know if anybody here.
I can't speak.
I don't have any experience with
I
that.
know that, Mark James Group, that Mojo, they had something that,
They scrubbed it for anybody
Yeah.
who was,
Yeah.
on the do not call list, so they may be a good resource, Rapid Mortgage.
KWRI mandates that we tell you that every single month from a litigation standpoint, so.
And the do not call list, remember, it changes daily.
Yeah.
You know, depending on whenever somebody puts themselves on there.
Yeah, that's really a disclaimer for
Yeah.
KWRI and our brokerage also, so. All right, well, we have an amazing lunch sponsor today. We have, Zach Cantrell and Jeff Osborne. Thank you guys. So not only are they amazing realtors, they have an amazing business.
Yeah, we did, and I did get a new picture taken the other day. We didn't put Jeff's up there, so that's too much. You look great. Want to switch to the other? Yeah. So yeah, so I'm not gonna get into, we're gonna be quick. We got Jimmy John's out there for this. If you guys want, if anybody wants to stay or interested in it, we have some videos that we could show you to educate you on kind of what happens and maybe give you some ways to talk through customers or clients when you're looking at houses and showing things like that. But we started the company in 2020, so going into that period of time, 21 was our first full season in the business. Everybody's always like, why didn't you ever say anything about anything in the real estate houses? Well, we wanted to kind of figure out what we were doing before we came in here, and we know that you guys just want a number and never actually do the work. So there is our website back here that you can kind of look at, and we use a poly level foam to lift and level, seal up joints, and do a top coat sealant from that standpoint. So those are the options that you guys would be probably interested in getting a lot of trip hazards fixed, whether it's sidewalks, steps, driveways, pool decks, any of those types.
If it's concrete, we can lift it. So yes, question.
We charge you out for 1%.
Back into talking about commission.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
your
reason,
mother that asked that question.
Yeah, probably.
right. The reason we started this company was we all, I think as you guys probably have done is, you know, give A1 leveling the business. And we kept having clients come back and call us 3 years down the road saying it sunk again. So the difference between what we do and what A1 does is they do mud jacking, we do poly level foam. So it's a structural foam. Your clients can drive on the driveway as soon as we pull off the
property. So it's a very interesting technology. It only weighs 2.5 pounds per cubic foot compared to 100 pounds per cubic foot. So when you think about why stuff sinks, it's heavy. So why would you add more weight? So. Yeah.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, sure. So there's a lot of technical stuff that I get involved in and Zach sells it is basically what it comes down to. But
Yeah.
there are reasons why we started the company and why we feel it's a superior product.
Shoot in there.
Yes, we drill a small hole. So our holes are 3/8 inch, so basically your pinky. And then we patch it up when we're done.
Yeah, if you look at the mud jacking holes, you've seen them, they're like the huge ones. You won't even be able to find ours on it if you'd have to look pretty hard to know where they were at to be able to know that we were actually there from that perspective, but.
Is there a radius, around Central Ohio that you guys?
About an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
North, we go a little bit further because we just opened our Cleveland office as well. So we have an office in Medina that serves from that point forward. So kind of north where we drop off Mansfield-ish here and then Cleveland.
We covered all the way through.
Yeah, we're covered kind of all the way up to the Great Lakes from that standpoint. So we did that. We have 4 trucks in Columbus.
4 trucks in
Four trucks,
Columbus,
and
we
then
got one up in
one
Cleveland.
in there. And just the other reason I never stood up here and told you guys about this business is because it's also what we call a 7th level business. I'll speak inside of your terms, which means you call 614-820-5438 or 820-LIFT. You don't call me. In order to ask me what it's going to cost, see what it's going to do, or a picture of like, hey, can you do this? Just call the office, get a free inspection out there. Sometime we're talking about, and we're going to get some feedback from you guys about this, is starting a realtor program where it's more so we want to allocate one inspector to you guys for like 3 appointments a week. That you would do a paid inspection, so you can get it now because you need it, and then the seller or the buyer or you would get that back towards the if they decide to move forward with the work. But that way we can just allocate resources. We want to kind of figure out if that would be useful, because there's lots of times you'll call our office and we unfortunately are out 3-4 weeks, which obviously isn't gonna work for a real estate transaction.
Yeah, I don't know how many inspection periods you guys even have anymore, but usually 7 to 10 days if you do get one. I mean, there's no way a lot of contractors are gonna be able to work with that, right? So our job minimums are about $1,500 to get somebody out on site and do a small repair. Our average job is between $3 and $4 grand, right? So as you're walking around and you want a number to shoot from the hip on your request remedies, those are some numbers you could throw out. Just to cover.
So if you got a couple of trip hazards on a sidewalk or a walkway leaning up to it, you just know that 1,500 is a good number to throw out to them for that. But if it gets more extensive, when you talk about steps or pool decks or something like that, then it's going to go on to the higher range. That gives you a good range to talk through from that standpoint. But great customer care. The one thing I'll say is go look at our reviews. We have close to 200 5-star reviews now. What I pay attention to them because they talk about every one of the people in our system. So you'll know that we have a system when it comes through. You'll hear names from the first phone call, which is customer care, all the way through our production team that installs it on your own, and they'll name them out. And it's pretty awesome. So
awesome team.
Yeah, great install team. So yeah, glad to release this to you guys, and I'll hang around if anybody wants to see the exciting life cycle of concrete video. We share.
So it's not the same, right?
Correct.
Like some.
Mud jacking is sand, right?
It's a 2-part polyurethane foam.
Okay, but does it like disintegrate?
No, so it outlasts the life cycle of your concrete. I think the study they did in-house is over 100 years is how long it'll last. So your concrete's gonna far break down before that.
The only thing that can disintegrate it is UV, the sun. So as long as exposure to the sun, obviously that's not gonna happen because it's underneath your concrete. So
So let's say I didn't like the patio around and I wanna redo the whole thing anyway. So, I mean, where does it go? Is it, I mean, it's just like.
oh, like if you jackhammer it out?
Yeah.
Oh, you just throw it in a dumpster and go away. Once the 2 parts are mixed together, it becomes foam, you throw it away. It's not toxic or anything like that. My statement is always, we get them in 250-gallon tote sets. So they ship those to California. If you can ship that to California, you can probably drink it.
That's true. Environmental.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, well, and they talk about that, right? Like, there's no green chemical in the world, right? But the impact of ripping out your concrete and throwing that in the landfills compared to the foam we're putting in. That's where they're gonna claim it's a green chemical, but it's still a chemical.
Anything else? Thank you all. Good.
Thank you.
All right.
Let's obviously support our own, so thank you guys so much, and yes, Glenn.
I just wanted to say one more thing for you guys that have never thrown a flying event. I just looked. So we did the same kind of thing a few years ago with the food truck, we had a bounce house, gave away pumpkin. The ops is doing 2 or 3 times as many events. Our average cost per client is paying was $55.
Wow. Yeah.
So.
Thank you, Glenn. That's a great stat.
Team here, so.
That's a great stat. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Jeff and Zach have provided lunch. There's Jimmy John's in the training room. So eat up, feel free to come back in and mingle and have lunch. And thanks, everybody.
Go get it. Go get it. 20 seconds. Okay.
Hilarious.
Yeah. What is
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, Oliver.
I mean, I think really, I need to contact that even like that. Really, I would say, I'd be get everything.
Everything's going good.
Just take here and have say something. Getting saved and hopefully was rolling down. It's not $15 ticket. $5 or something. It's not just random information. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The main guy beat me.
Oh, next time. Okay.
I just said, no, no. So, and that's why I didn't end up dealing with any questions.
You're on the director.
I wasn't aware of. We're doing things early in the meeting.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And you stopped that. Yeah, down there.
That starts.
Or where so if that's or then I said
Yeah, maybe just a high level, basically, you have.
Everybody's gonna know where they yeah, with that.
All right. So.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we have a high level reference of that.
Stop time trying to get there to get out.
Yeah. That's.
Joey.
That's me,
Yeah. That's gotta be fun.
And then people were-
All right.
All right. You guys come to-
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
In the back of the bar.
Yeah.
Good or bad?
Actually, I'll tell you. But that's as close to that. as-
Yeah.
Oh.
As long as it doesn't be wrapped, it's rolling out. It's well.
We were the bad realtors. Yeah.
Not now.
Oh.
But says they would send it out. They just need
You're here for it. Sunday night.
Yeah, I remember, I mean,
No, I know, but-
it's like-
We're gonna be back.
Oh my God. I don't know, but I got What's that? No, we will. I really like not buying one. I don't like that. So it's like a free.
Yeah, you get the out there.
I want bread. Go get bread. I can get that. Let's not. I'm the DD. So, yeah. That's the. I'm the one like, like, okay, everybody. Oh, yeah. It's all like, what is that? I know how to do
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was 13, and I think it's originally like 600, but I started like it was a discount or something, and then give all the bush. And I still am able to take 2 or 3 tips out if I'm able to. And then I remember I might have to don't watch it, but I might pay that pretty good if I'm getting them a little bit. They're serious. I didn't get a lot of if you take the whole, all the classes, so.
Yeah.
That's like, just, that's the hardest part. Like, they harder in like the vaccine. Before that, it was just, they said, they go in there and look at the vaccine. But there's no time window, there's, my people telling us about this one person and the hospital 4 years ago. I wanted to take this, I thought, but then I got, David with finding really great, with my word, so now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in New Albany, so, if you take 161 and get off Hamilton Road. And it's a brand new, because they moved from one place, they moved like a couple months ago. I'm pretty sure one Friday from 8 every week. The 6 week program is only Saturdays and Sundays. 3 weeks. Not me. Well, like, yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Same thing, it's just, if you take the 3 weeks, they're just pretty compressed.
So. Yeah. Granddaughter.
I'm out of it. So the 3 we go to Birmingham, the first week. But I mean, it would be nice if I did the 3 week one night. Probably. She's got. Yeah. On there, so there's 3 ways to do it. Bullying person, and then there's Zoom, and then there's well, you do it by yourself, and it's like basically you do some videos and you read through. Plus, personally, writing it. Now, I would need. If you do in person, you are able to switch, like say something happens a day and you can't make it, then you can switch. I thought when you did it, that they go, oh, they're really flexible, they're really nice, they're better than. Yeah. I can't, like, you don't have to have your camera on, you don't have to prepare, don't. I don't know how to. Some stuff it would be like, what is that? So the math part is the hardest part, I think, because I'm not good at math, so that part I can study the most. But usually. Exactly right. But the more the learning is, and you can learn don't really learn what they did, and I didn't learn what.
It's like people on the edge are gonna be distorted, you know?
Yeah, so how far back? Oh, you want to, wait, Rick, they used to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm not the one.
I hate it. I've been with them for 2 years now and I can't. They really need to get it
Right here, but kind of like that way.
So here's the process. So you'll start. Depending on how you start.
Yeah.
Feel.
Yeah, just kind of center yourself.
And some of our also going to have to.
Yeah.
Well, how many kids are here?
I think that'll be good.
Yeah, but.
I think we can get everyone to have the
But-
sorority crowd in the middle.
Rory Crouch.
Is that what it's called?
Right here. I guess yeah. I don't think it's gonna work out.
Doug and Lori.
Maybe I'll also block trust group. Oh, are we? Oh, even better.
If the sorority crowd.
Right.
Should I?
Or the jailhouse crowd.
Wait, so we need a crowd?
Even if you.
No, it's just us three. It's, we gotta fit everything.
We don't all fit in.
You guys all have to fit.